Hey comic book fans, welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I am Wild Bill, the Unknown Comic, your host, and my partner in crime sitting right over here, as always.
Hey everybody, Pete here. We got another cool show for you today. Today is a Hoo-hoo, Kitties! It's a Mr. Bill show! Bill's got new acquisitions, new stuff he's picked up recently, and since you've seen new stuff from me and new stuff from Kirk, it's his turn. So Bill's got a couple stacks here of stuff he's picked up that I'm looking forward to seeing. I haven't seen these yet, so
I got a... Kirk and I took a ride to Zap because Kirk had to go get supplies, and he wrote us in a text, and you couldn't make it, unfortunately.
I couldn't make it, yeah.
But,
and let me ask, did he really just get supplies?
I bought comics. He showed them off already. He did get supplies. I was kind of off on my own, but...
I know whenever we get that text from Kirk, and he's like, oh, I need to get supplies. You guys want to go take a ride down to Jersey to Zap? And I'm like, yeah, I know there's more to it than just supplies, because you were not driving 40 miles just to go.
Just horror magazines again, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I went off. I went to Zap with Kirk, and then I had placed an order when I got home to our buddies in Texas, and they got slammed with like bad weather and had like no power down there. So my order just sat in their mailbox for like a week and a half. It took them almost 2 weeks before they could ship it because there was total chaos down there in Texas. But
yeah, it's tough getting stuff now.
They came through. I finally got my order. You know, I just had to sit and wait, which was fine.
Packed to perfection. I
only got 8 books from them, but man, number 94, Spider-Man. I needed that.
The Beetle.
Yeah. So now I just need 95 through 98 to finish all the 90s, but those are the expensive books. They're going to be like $30, $40 a pop, because those are the ones with the Green Goblin and lack of approval code because of the drug story, blah, blah, blah.
I dig these. I mean, the Beetle is like the goofiest character, but I
Daredevil villain.
I like him, though. I like the Beetle. I think he's kind of cool looking.
And he also appears later on in the mid-70s, late 70s, in Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man. He comes back. Avengers Number 73. I had 78 too, but somebody took it out of my cart. That wouldn't be you, would it?
No.
Okay.
No, I actually don't have this one.
So, not bad. It's considered good condition. So, what's the matter?
No, I wanted to take a look at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely. I do not have this one.
I have Iron Man Annual number 2 and 4. Number 1's going to be hard to get a hold of, but I got number 3 now.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I got that. That's good.
This was in really bad shape. This book is really like tattered, beat up. So this cost me about $4.50 after tax and shipping. But now I have 2, 3, and 4 of Iron Man annuals. From here on out, kids, it's pretty much just a horror show. Ghosts, DC Comics, number 18. I have 19 and 11 now. So 11's my oldest book. So now another 20 sent it to the collection. Ghosts number 41. My next issue after 19 is 52. So now I got issue 41.
How long did that run for?
This went over 100 issues.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a long-standing one.
Yeah, it went into the 80s. I think it stopped in maybe 84.
Okay.
But it started like in 71 or 72. Been after this book for a long time, and it's never in stock.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one. Yeah.
Dead of Night number 4. Unfortunately, it's got some... Jim signed his name up here, and it's in ink. Because if it was pencil... Oh, I got to go back, too. So, you know, this is the thing when you order online. You don't see pictures of this shit until you get it. But this book is really beat up.
Oh, yeah.
This book, I think I got screwed on. I don't know why this book is so expensive, but I've wanted it for so long, and I never see it in shops, so I finally caved in and bought it because they had a copy.
And what did they grade this at?
It's good. And with the tax and shipping, it cost me $8. A nice copy of this book is going to run you $14 to $16, and I just, why? Because you got a werewolf on the cover? I don't know.
To me, this, because we buy a lot of this stuff, this to me looks like a 2.0 or less.
Or 1.5.
Yeah, this is in pretty bad shape.
Yeah. So this one, and see this yellow spot? Yeah. It had the number 10. Like someone wrote 10 cents.
Yeah.
And then there was also the number 10 in this skull in black magic marker, and I was able to erase it. And that's like the 4th time I've gotten books from these guys with black magic marker on them where I've been able to erase them. One was a Silver Surfer book, and another was a Frankenstein book. But luckily it came off.
good.
I'm not going to try it with Jim, though. It's not going to work.
No, I don't think so.
Remember those ink erasers in high school?
I do, yeah.
The white ones?
Yep.
They were like, it was like a piece of sandpaper.
Mm-hmm.
Can't use that.
No, that ripped that shit right up.
So I think I could think of that. We get rid of the ink. Tomb of Darkness.
Nice, look at that.
Number 11. The first one is number 9. Prior to that, it was called Beware the Monsters Are Coming. Tomb of Darkness. So, got this one. Not bad. And then Chamber of Darkness. Special. Annual, whatever. Number 1. Which, ironically, I didn't pull it out. I should have. This is the exact same cover as Chamber of Darkness number 1. They do this a lot back then.
They shouldn't. I mean, you should always put a different cover on it. It's even if the shit on the inside
With
is
different
like
stories on the
yeah,
inside.
I mean, come on.
So that was my mail order. And then, when Kirk and I went to Zap, I picked up this Brave and the Bold Batman and the Spectre, just because the Spectre's in it. And it's a 12-cent book.
That's nice.
And issue 75. I think this book is like from 1960. What's that? What did I write up in there? 67?
67.
Yeah, 1967.
In really good condition, too.
Yeah.
Look at that cover. That's amazing.
Look at that big hand holding this Batman up against the wall.
That's a good... What'd you get that for?
$4.
Wow. That's a great...
So I saw that. Now, what's interesting is they had this other 12-cent book of the Spectre. Big giant Spectre and a big giant red demon on the cover. And it was $15, and I passed on it. And when we were down there, they had it in a nice glossy case up on the wall for $35.
So something about it is it's gone up, but they got a better.
Something
copy.
happened. I don't know, but the $15 copies were gone. I think they just put it in a fancy sleeve and jacked the price because something must have happened. Maybe a movie's coming out. I don't know. Why did it jump $20 in a month?
Yeah,
I don't know.
knows?
Maybe it was a better copy. Doctor Strange. I finally bought an old original Doctor Strange.
I'm amazed that you never had any of the first run of Doctor Strange.
Wow. Didn't have any of the interest in it when I was a teenager, I guess, because I didn't have an allowance, so I was just focused on Spider-Man.
I'm just amazed, like in the last 5 years, this is the first time you actually went and got any of these. They're so good. Right? These are amazing. The first
These
one,
are really good. I have a lot of the Volume 2.
Volume 2, you got a lot of, yeah.
I have pretty much 1 through 35.
I think Volume 1 is even better.
I need number 8, and I'll have the first 35 of Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So
these are amazing.
These are great, but these are a little pricey.
Yeah,
these are up there, man.
They are. I think
they were $8 to $10 a piece. I was buying the $6 ones.
Yeah.
I bought a couple 8. I bought 2 8s and 2 6s. I think this one's 6, and there was like 3 that I put back because Kirk told me one was a reprint. The one with Spider-Man on the cover is a reprint. That's another one of them failed to meet deadline days.
Yeah, it's from Strange Tales. Yeah.
So I put that back, and that was an $8 book.
Yeah, so it's a great cover on that though. It's worth having just
one
for that.
set. Yeah, because of Spider-Man. Yeah. 172.
Yeah, Dormammu. Oh, great stuff. This is all Gene Colan, right?
Then I think the next one after this was $6, but it had creases on the page. It was either 6 or 8, so I put it back. Then I went with this one because I like the flames and everything on the cover. This is just an awesome cover. This is Gene Colan, right?
Yeah, so
that's just a fantastic cover.
He was made for.
So far, all these are great. And then I got one more Doctor Strange.
That's a good one too.
176.
Yep.
And there was a couple others. I could have easily spent like $35-$40 just on Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not doing that.
That's right towards the end of the run, too.
Yeah. Then the next 179 is the Spider-Man one, I believe. So then I stumble along and I'm like, oh, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, yeah.
How much you want? They're like $4. I'm like, okay. So I have number 10. I have number 6 from Kirk, but it's ripped. It's a big chunk missing. But I think I've got 6 of them now. I got 10, 11.
It's not a lot. Those are easy.
18 of them. But yeah, there are all those classic Strangle covers that people want to, top dollar. Jumped on a Thor for $8.
Nice.
That's what, number 171 is that? Oh, no, 181. Not bad.
That's the John Buscema era. Great stuff.
So, knocking off on the 180s. I have like half of the 180s now in Thor, I believe. My oldest Captain America joined my collection. The Red Skull in the Cube.
That's a good one.
Some creases in here, as you can see. But for the most part, for what, a 12-cent book, it's looking pretty good Then I needed 144 for Captain America. I have 140 through 143 and 145, so I think I just need 149 now to finish the 140s.
Nice.
And this is where they split, so this one's kind of hard to get a hold of, where they split off.
Yep.
Monumental, traumatic, I guess, life events.
And a great cover. That's a Johnny Romita Gil Kane cover right there. That's fantastic.
Was happy to complete my run of Astonishing Tales with issue number 12. This has been hard to get a hold of. I was at a con a couple years ago and passed on this for $1 because I thought that I had bought. I thought I already had it in my stack, but it was beat up, so I'm glad I held out. Finally finished the run.
It's a nice copy. Yeah, I got to get. I have like half of that run. I got to get the other half. A lot of the KZR ones I don't have.
Creatures on the Loose, number 16.
Nice.
I have 17 through 37, all of them, except for 32 and 36. Now I've got 16. I also have 13 and 11, and a couple others. Right before it was Creatures on the Loose, it was Tower of Shadows.
I believe so. Yeah.
And I need 5 and 6 of Tower of Shadows.
It's a cool Gil Kane cover. Gil Kane is great on doing that sort of stuff, like the
barbarian
stuff. Yeah.
Defenders, giant size issue number 4. They made 5. Now I have 1, 4, and 5. Got Hyperion there.
Speaking of Gil Kane, there he is again, man. Jesus, he's everywhere.
Nice haircut. Hulk.
I hate the way he does the Hulk's hair. Oh my god.
Avengers 154.
Jack Kirby.
My first in the. I have one. I stopped at 150, and then my next issue is 200. But I was trying to. I saw it. I was like, what the hell?
Fighting a big time foe of Submariner there.
Yes. Then I saw this X-Men. Number 147. I have 145 and 150, so I was like, I'll get 147.
Yeah, I have that one. That's a good one.
I was like, okay. I needed the last issue of the Eternals, number 19, so I got it. Now I need.
It's expensive now. I bought that because I was missing the last 2, and I bought them like about a year ago, and they're pricey now because of that movie coming out.
Well, I need number 1, and that's over $100. Number 1.
Yeah.
I need 16, which I used to have when I was a teenager. It was a hand-me-down, and it was all faded, like it was sitting in the back seat of a car.
Mm-hmm.
I got rid of it eventually because nobody cared about the Eternals in the 80s.
At the time, yeah, right.
So I need 16 and I need 18, and they had them, but they wanted $10 a piece. And I was like, I'm not paying $25 for 3 books. So I bought this one for $5, and I left the other 2. And I know I'll find them at a better price at a con someday.
Yeah.
Or after the Eternal movies come out and no one likes it, maybe the book will go back down.
I would wait. Yeah.
Then Kirk says to me, hey, Bill. I'm like, what? He's like, would you like this sorcery book? I'm like, would I? Sure.
$3, sure.
No, he actually gave them to me.
Oh, he gave it to you? Okay.
Yeah. I guess he, like you, he went out getting doubles. He got his list crossed. He had these already. And I've shown off, I had 3 and 5. 5 I picked up from our buddies in Texas, and 3 was one of
this is a red circle.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
sorcery.
Cool covers on that.
And then I got lucky. I need 36, 37, 38 to finish off my Moon Knight run. And here's 36. And here's 37. They didn't have 38, but I was shocked because whenever I go in there, they hardly ever have Moon Knight, or the ones I'm looking for. And the ones they do have, I have. So I felt lucky that I got these 2. That was like my major score. And then this was there one other time, and it was still there, so I bought it. I always thought this was issue number 1, and I wouldn't buy it because of these library stamps in here. But
yeah, you can't pass.
I thought this book was $6, but it was $8, and it's issue number 2. I thought it was number 1, but this is the second issue. So that makes 3 of them. This was the first one that I bought over there back in October when we went, and I bought this annual. So now I got 3 Tales of the Zombie. This one's an annual over here. So now I got 3 of them. And this is, I think, is issue number 9. Right? They did 11 issues, I think?
Yeah, 11, yeah.
And So I got 2 and 11.
Those covers are great. Those are actually really good. So I went a couple years ago and I bought the omnibus that has all of them.
Yeah, you let me borrow that.
And it's great stuff. But man, I've been watching you and Kirk showing off these covers. I'm like, oh, I would love to have the individual
You don't have any of
issues.
these?
No, because I bought the omnibus. I said, oh, that means I don't have to go buy them. But I mean, these are beautiful. I mean,
they are.
Totally are.
So this was, something that. Where are you? This one. So I was like, I've been here and passed on you before, and this was the only Tales of the Zombie in the patch, so I grabbed it.
Yeah, you might as well. If you see those, you got it, because they're not easy to find.
No, they're not. And they're actually, if you forget about the stamp, the rest of it's in great shape.
It is, yeah, it totally is, yeah.
So that's pretty much it for my new acquisitions, gang. I hope you liked it on Wild Bill's. Yes. So thanks for being here. We thank you for your comments, as always. We appreciate it. And click the notification bell. This way you can be kept in the loop every time we have a video come out. Thanks again for being here. I'm Wild Bill, as always, and thanks for watching Comic Book Geezers. We appreciate it. And we'll be back with more stuff. Stay tuned.
That's right. And I'm Pete. Thanks for watching, guys. Get those comments going, and we'll see you real soon in a couple days with another episode. Take care.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.